your shipping information. And oh, that's in my camera, bitch. I thought something was standing behind me. I was about to say, oh hell no.
She look like a Leah. That's how I treat her.
Okay, what is good, Nick's Clique, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications so you won't miss a video. To that, I kind of want to explain the difference between sole proprietorship and a LLC, because I feel like a lot of people are confused about the two. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the two definitions to y'all so y'all can understand what is what, which is which. So when you are in a sole proprietorship, that means that your business and you are one. They are not separate. So if somebody chooses to go out of their way and sue you for something that they don't like or that you did or anything like that, it's going to affect you and anything that you own, i.e. cars, houses, boats, hell, whatever you got. If they try to sue you, all that shit goes with it. So if you file as an LLC, your business has like a different identity. So it has a separate identity from yourself. So when you file for that, it's going to basically, when you file for your EIN number, it's basically having like a social security number for your business, not for you. So you are one and then your business is one. On my last video, actually the second part of the series, I told people that they should go get their seller's permit and file as a sole proprietorship. And I told you to do that because, let me clear that up, because a lot of people tried to come for me in the comments and I didn't appreciate that. So let me clear that up. I told y'all to do that because when you file as a sole proprietorship, first of all, when you're first starting out, nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows your brand. Nobody knows who you are. Unless you're some big influencer on Instagram or YouTube, nobody knows who you are. So I highly doubt that somebody is even checking for you to come and sue you. It could happen. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm just saying that most likely it's not going to be a thing for you. So with filing as a sole proprietorship, you don't have to go through the motions of filing for an LLC. It just kind of alleviates a little bit more stress off of you to not have to go through a whole nother ass process. Instead of just doing that, filing as a sole proprietorship, if you feel like this is for you, go ahead and file for your LLC. Nothing's gonna ding you from doing that. But anyway, into the real shit. So once you go and try to file for your LLC, first of all, it's different in all states. It's really different in all states. Some people said, like when I said to file for your seller's permit, some people said their seller's permit was free. Some people said they had to pay like $100 for theirs, $50. All I know is in the state of Georgia and in the state of California, it's free. I've filed in both states before and it is free. Now, when you're filing for your LLC, I'm in Georgia, so I can only speak on how much it costs for this state, and it's $100. And you're gonna pay the $100 at the end of the application fee. What you're gonna do is, before you file for your LLC, this is the first thing you do. Like, this is the very first thing. You have to make sure that nobody has taken the name that you want. On the application, they are going to let you have 3 different names that you can choose from. Your first choice, like say if your first choice is taken, then move on to your second choice. If your second choice is taken, then move on to your third. But it has to have LLC, you know, whatever LLC behind it. Make sure that your name isn't taken. If you go to one of the government, websites, they have this search engine to where you can put in your name and see who has something similar or has your name in your state. I know for a fact that I did it when I was filing for mine in Georgia, and there was like one lady who had something very similar to mine, but it wasn't exactly my same LLC. So you can put your name in a search browser in the little government thing, and it'll tell you if somebody has taken the name or not. Where you can find that at, you're gonna have to Google that, because like I said, it's different for different states. It should be pretty easy. Like if you just follow directions, it should be pretty easy for you to follow. But I know some people might get you know, caught up in like different little things. So I'm gonna help you guys try to figure out, like, I know there was some questions that people asked me in my DMs, like they were trying to file for the LLC and then they got caught up in like a little part or whatever. So that I'm gonna help y'all figure that out, because I know exactly what y'all talking about, and I had issues with that too when I was filing. One thing on the application they're gonna ask you is if you have an agent. And so what an agent is basically if somebody does try to sue you, they basically handle all your paperwork for you, but you have to pay for a state agent. And before y'all get rowdy, you have to pay for a state agent, but you can be your own agent too. So like if you, I want to say like if you're defending yourself in court, you can be your own whatever. I just put myself in position to be my own agent. If it ever comes down to somebody suing me, I can hire a lawyer. That's not a problem. But you don't have to do that. If you want to look into getting an agent, you can do that. But I just put myself down because it was easier for me to file that way. And I wanted to get it done that day, and I didn't want to like go through the motions of having to find an agent and paying for it and all that extra shit. So I just put myself down. Actually, I should say that I don't know if that's the same in every state, because I don't remember putting an agent down when I filed in California. So that was actually the first time I think I saw that in Georgia, now that I'm thinking about it. So it might just be in Georgia, I don't know. But if you ever come to that part where I ask you about an agent, just know that you can put yourself down and try to get somebody to, oh Lord, sorry y'all, my phone is going off. Another thing that a lot of people get caught up on is basically NAIC. So it's NAIC code. So basically this code is, when it asks you for this code, it's asking you, what are you selling? Are you selling like, are you doing real estate? Are you doing like textile industries? Are you doing clothing? All this type of stuff. So when putting in your code, I need y'all to Google this. Please pay attention, because y'all, don't mess this up, because this is for your taxes. And if you fuck this up, then these shits are gonna be everywhere. So you're gonna Google you're gonna Google NAIC code. And when you Google that in, it's gonna show you a whole bunch of different codes for different industries. When you click on that, type in, if you're doing clothing, type in like women's and children's, depending on what type of clothing you're doing. So some men might be watching this, they might be selling men clothing or whatever the case may be. If you're doing clothing, you're gonna type in like women's and children clothing, and it's gonna pop up. So some LLC applications, they're gonna ask you for a subcode. You're gonna probably have to Google that subcode. See, and the thing is with the codes, some applications, when you click the down button, the drop down button, it will tell you, like, you damn near can type in what you're selling and it'll tell you what your code is. Some websites will do it. I mean, some application websites will do it, some won't. But if you just, like I said, type in NAICS code on Google, and then after that, put in what you're selling, and it'll tell you what is your code and your subcode. It's not that hard, y'all. It's just basically like, if you're doing real estate, this is your code. If you're selling clothes, this is your code. If you're doing internet sales, this is your code. That's basically all it is. It's not like hella rocket science. Fill out the application like you would fill out a regular application. If you're working from home, that's gonna be your home address and your business address. If you have a brick and mortar, you're gonna put your brick and mortar address and your home address, and pretty much that is the deal. I don't see any, there's nothing really difficult about filing for this. It's just a lot of people get caught up in like little tiny things that they can't really explain, or anything that y'all really get caught up for real, y'all should just Google, because Google has all the damn answers. YouTube is good, but Google will tell you what you need to know. My bad, y'all. I live by the freeway, so like you can damn near hear everything that's passing by my window. But make sure when you're picking your names out that these are names that you really want. Like, don't put the one that you really want first and then not have a good one that you really want also next to it, because you think that maybe you're not gonna get it. Because if the first one is taken, they're gonna put the second one as your name. Just make sure that all your shits, all the names, all 3 names that you put down are names that you really want. Because I had to put like 3 different forms of my name on my LLC, but I had already checked to see if my name was taken and it wasn't. So like I said, also do that. If you don't check to see if your name is taken, they will put the second one that you put down for your shit, and you can't change it. So once you do that, remember that you cannot change it. With the LLC part being done, after your LLC, y'all, I would advise you wait to get your EIN number. I would get your LLC first and then get your EIN number. And I say this because you don't know what name you're gonna actually get when your application comes back. Like I said, I googled mine, so I know for a fact that nobody had my name when I first filed it. But if you aren't sure how to find if somebody does have your name, it doesn't, and you actually get your EIN first and then try to get your LLC, and somebody did take your name, you're stuck with that EIN number. So don't do that. Just make sure you get your LLC first, and then when it comes back to you in 2 weeks and you know what name is on the LLC, you go and file for the EIN connected to the LLC. You get what I'm saying? So you won't have any confusion, because once you file for that EIN number, that's it. Like, that's yours. And so say if you file your EIN number and they're asking you, well, what's the name of your LLC, and you're like, well, I want it to be Rick and Morty LLC, and then you go file for your LLC and fucking Rick and Morty is taken, so now you're fucking stuck. So you don't want to do that. You want to just make sure that all your shit is legit, all your shit is straight. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me at @TheRealNikkiNeal. I'm going to go ahead and leave that down below in the description. Also, I'll leave the link below for my online boutique and my brand development page on Instagram, so you can follow me on there. Shout out to all the girls that have purchased a vendor list from me. If you haven't, what are you doing? All the girls that purchased from me, they freaking love it. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone and trying to talk to y'all at the same time, and I just got hella shit. I just got hella shit going on. Like I said, I'm gonna leave everything in the description below. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.